When a severe storm hits, hail and high-speed winds can cause excessive damage to your home. This can lead to blown-off shingles, broken windows, siding damage, and leaking inside. If you suspect your home has been hit with storm damage, contact CNN Construction today. We are a proud GAF Master Elite contractor, offering free exterior home inspection for storm-related damages. CNN is a reputable licensed roofing and general contractor working hand-in-hand with insurance companies and homeowners every step of the way through the difficult claims and restoration process. We will meet with your insurance adjuster to discuss the damages to your property, the value of those repairs, and the scope of work needed at your home. Our skilled team has you covered and will leave your home looking brand new. Give us a call today at 844-415-ROOF or visit our website at cnroofs.com for a free exterior inspection. CNN Construction. We find the solutions, not the excuses.
Hang on a second, guys. One second.
What up?
We've got to give a shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Friend and supporter, showing proof. Also, the longest running sponsor of I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast.
Absolutely. Look, man, South Nashville Heating and Cooling, where quality and craftsmanship come together. They've been doing this since 1985. That's almost 40 years of service. Expert designs, quality installations, superior service.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something.
What's that?
Tell me.
I feel confident in the fact that South Nashville Heating and Cooling will keep me warm in the winter.
For sure.
It'll keep me cool in the summer.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, these middle months, you'll be comfortable even then.
Absolutely, dude.
Y'all know the deal, man. South Nashville Heating and Cooling, we love those guys. Y'all see the name, y'all see the number, tap in.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Always.
Stop!
It's I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop, because trust us, we never do. All we do is work. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squint.
That's right, R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever and always. With me as usual, all the way across the room, we got...
I'm open. Hit me, coach.
I couldn't even hear your drop because you were
sorry.
hollering
Let's try
at
it
the
again.
coach. We got ChadArmesTV.com.
Bow, bow. We're here. What
That
up?
guy. Tonight, Chad, we got a guest, a couple guests. Shit, man, we got a duo with us, man. We got a 740's finest in the building.
In the building, Ohio boys, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. You can hear that crowd. That's a real crowd, too.
Yeah, they're going crazy for you guys, man.
Hell yeah, got Big Twizzy in the building.
Big Twizzy.
How y'all doing?
Yes, sir.
Double B in the building.
And Double B. It's my first introduction to you boys. Fun fact, didn't meet them till about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I'm familiar with them just from Chad. Chad put y'all on my radar recently when he collabed with you guys, did a feature for you guys, and I guess it spun into a lot of things. One being this podcast today, but it's a pleasure to have you guys, man.
It's our pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Glad you got introduced to us, man. I'm glad we got to be introduced to you guys, man.
No, for sure, bro.
So what you guys do down here, it's pretty cool shit, man.
We appreciate it. So for the ChadArmesTV watchers and listeners, so 6-8 months ago, they hit me up about doing a collabing on a song. We did a song, and then we basically just set it up to where they're coming here. We just shot the video to the song that we did. So Closed.
So Closed.
So yeah.
What's the name of the record?
So Closed.
Okay, Closed.
Yeah, Closed. Yeah.
740's finest featuring Chad Arms.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be dope. And we'll put the link in the description for the lyric video. We shot the visual today as well. Yeah. So
who did the production on that?
Mind Capsule Media.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in the building too.
Yes, sir. Okay. Who did that?
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
The video. Yeah.
Make sure you're on this mic for me, Bubba.
Yeah.
So I can hear you.
Bro.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Everybody slips away from it.
I do it, dude. I've been doing 200 of these, and I still do it, dude.
Yeah. Chad's got. Shout out to Chaddy. He's gotten real good about it lately.
It took me 147 episodes.
At least.
You know
I had to go 154. So, but yeah, that Chad had mentioned the record to me. But another fun fact, I didn't hear the record till about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
like it?
But it's fire. I think it's dope though how y'all focus on getting the shit done. The fact that you guys just, all right, Chad, this is what we're doing. We're going to shoot to Tennessee. We're going to shoot this video. I need this feature from you. We're going to whip it up. We're going to bring the video guy. Whole team's coming. While we're there, we're going to pull up. We'll knock a podcast out. You know what I'm saying? Like I like working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And staying busy means work.
Yeah, definitely trying to.
We definitely like to work around.
Trying to, man. You know, like every artist goes points of time throughout their career being stagnant. Mm-hmm. And that happens to be us from time to time, but we're on a good streak of some motion right now. We just what we do lately. We opened up for Busy Bone like 2 Tuesdays ago in Ashland, Ohio, and we had a fucking a showcase in Mansfield. Our partners over here, Jameson, he owns a bar pregame in Mansfield, Ohio, and we got number 2 in that showcase. So we won some more promotion, like a prize package of like a single distribution deal with us for a single, like one song single through fucking Empire and some.
That's fire, bro.
This only happens in Ohio promotion, and and I think like
who won
another lyric video. This dude named Amari Moore. He got a voice, man. He can sing, bro.
Vocalist.
He pulled up with a nice crowd too. You know, like we ain't have a whole lot of people from Vernon come up to Mansfield for the showcase. So I thought we was pretty blessed to end up in second place out of 18 artists, man.
Oh, that's dope, bro.
Yeah, we got a show booked in Mount Vernon, July 15th.
And that's where y'all from, right? Mount Vernon.
Yeah, Mount Vernon, Ohio is where we came from. Like I said, I moved up there from Newark when I was real little.
Okay.
Been growing up in Mount Vernon. That's where our whole crew's from and shit.
Gotcha.
Knox County in Ohio.
When you say whole crew, then you talking about 740's finest?
Yeah,
correct?
man. Yeah.
How many people consist of 740's finest? In reality,
6.
Okay, and that's six artists, or just 6 like as a brand?
6 artists. Everybody in the group raps. A couple of us make beats. I'm basically our in-house engineer.
Okay, dope.
Dope. I just rap my ass off and kind of tend to be like I don't know what you want. Easy E of the Swords, try to put a little bit of bread behind it and shit.
Talk your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally get it. Similar brands move, similar ways. I'd say. Right. Show and Prove consists of a chunk of people, but only a few of us are artists.
Right.
Now, it used to be completely different.
We used to all just rap, man.
But we all have value.
The Show and Prove EST 2006. That's some inspirational shit.
Yeah, we've been doing this.
That's what I'm saying. Like you guys are talking about. You got to work.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to keep working.
Yeah.
Been a problem in the past where we go stagnant, not releasing nothing or posting nothing, and
yeah, you can't do that.
It's It's hard to. We talk about it. We talk like, man, what do we need, man? What do we need? Like a social media manager? How we just stay where we posting every day, consistently every day on all platforms and shit like everybody does. Because like after a few days of being a creature of habit, you just forget about this shit and not post.
Facts.
Like you can't do that.
Yeah.
Trying to be better about that.
So when y'all have those conversations, what do you feel like you need? What's missing from 740's finest?
That's a great question.
That is a good question. What's missing from 740's finest?
You think it's consistency, maybe?
Yeah,
part of it.
Partly, you know what I'm saying?
I think we've done it. We've had a good streak here lately. This summer, we've had a good streak of our consistency of dropping.
I would say our consistency with like promotion and social media and whatnot.
Yeah,
marketing.
The music is always there. Somebody is always pumping out music in the group.
Yeah.
I'm always mixing and mastering. It's basically what I do now.
Mm.
So
we need to network better. We need to network better. Work with more artists and stuff.
Like outside of Vernon.
Yeah, outside of Vernon, outside of Ohio, outside wherever. Just people that we like. This would be somebody good that sounds good with us. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you start. I mean, it's a start here. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like working with us, and
it's a perfect example of things to do.
It's the right direction.
As far as like building relationships and reaching out and setting things up for yourselves and just putting yourselves in the proper scenarios to be seen, and be heard.
Yeah,
100%.
Go ahead, Chad.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we go back? So like, we'll start with you, Twizzit.
Okay.
When did you get started in the music?
Oh,
Was it like as a kid?
Kind of as a kid. I started rapping when I was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
With a friend from school. We put out a few tracks together of just like a microphone hanging in the closet with speakers playing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we all been there.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
And I put out a few songs, and then everybody at school was like, "Yo, this shit's crazy." So I was like, "Okay."
Start taking it a little more serious.
I started taking it more serious. I'm a nerd, man. I'm a big gamer. I used to play World of Warcraft a lot.
Hell yeah.
There's some shit called WoW parodies. I end up getting in. I end up starting going crazy in WoW parodies, and got in with some of the really big names, some of the people that had 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and whatnot. Did some songs with them. I had some songs go viral, a few 100,000 views.
Like in that lane?
Yeah, that were WoW parodies and whatnot. So I got a handful of songs that actually did go viral in that sense, and I built a platform off of that. That's how I started my regular rap career, really, is off of that. I mean, that's where everything stemmed from for me. I actually met B. Banks through World of Warcraft. He used to work for DJ Unk's label. Okay. And, he used to be a mixing engineer. And he's really who first taught me how to like start mixing my own stuff, told me what all the equipment to buy, and I did what he said. And
how long have you been rapping when that happened? Sorry to cut you off.
Maybe 3 years.
Gotcha. Cool.
Maybe 2 or 3 years. And I got all my own like good equipment and whatnot, and then he sent me over a DAW Cool Edit Pro 2.1.
That's what I started on, Bob. That's what I still use. Adobe Audition now.
It's actually a really good program.
Yeah, man,
my first song on it for sure.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. And everything just kind of took off from there. I started making my own music and blew up in my town, and basically been in history ever since. I just haven't stopped.
What about you?
Yeah, what's your story?
Well, see, Twizzy's a couple years older than me. You know, 28 and 25, the age difference or whatever. But like,
see, I'm still young.
Yeah, y'all are fucking babies, bro.
Yeah, I know this, and I feel like I got an old soul, but then people got to remind me. I'm like, I see this shit. Like I said, EST 2006 shit. How old was I? I was like 8 years old.
Yeah,
right. But no, I was always into like as far as rap music, like fucking Eminem and 50 Cent when I was a little kid was like the biggest things to me and shit.
Oh,
and
yeah, because that's what was popping at that time.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know, I was interested in music, and then it's funny how I say he got a childhood friend or whatever. I actually like tried to write some songs with him when I was like 12 years old or
his
whatever.
childhood friend.
Yeah, the same dude
same guy.
Me and him hadn't met yet or whatever, but this was like I tried to like write some music or whatever, but I've been writing since I was like 14 seriously, like because I met after meeting him or whatever. My sister was hanging out with like his friends and stuff, and so that's how I got to hip to Twizzy making music in town and stuff, and I got to meet him and stuff. We hang out at parties and shit. Yeah. And then I showed him I could rap or whatever, and then I started recording at like 15. So I've been writing and recording since I was 15. I recorded my first song, like you said, on Cool Edit Pro. That's not out anymore. Like it ended up getting deleted off the fucking his page or whatever. But then grew stagnant or whatever, just living life and hadn't put nothing out. And then like at 18 years old, I started like after graduating high school and shit. Like I was really like, man, this is all I want to do really. And I started like writing and recording. Got a mixtape I put out called Conflicted that I put out on like SoundCloud and shit.
Yeah.
And then like linked back up with him after like because we got together when I was like 13, 14 years old when I showed him I could rap, and he's like, yeah, you can rap, but like write songs. Like show me you can write songs.
Were you already making beats when you met him?
I actually haven't. No.
Okay.
I recently just started making beats.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Or doing the producing side. Sorry, I'm just trying to put a timeline.
I was mixing and mastering like everybody in town that
gotcha
from jump.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I was recording him from the jump.
Yeah. Since I was like 15, I recorded my first song. But like, I met him when I was like 13 or whatever, just like hanging out at the parties and shit, being the young guy at the parties and shit.
Yeah.
And then like, he's like, you need to show me you can write like a full song, or you need to have chorus and you need to have choruses and
just trying to structure
shit. He's like, write me 10 songs. So I did and shit. And like we've always like fed good off each other's like hooks and shit and verses and stuff. So it's like we've been doing this shit together since way back then, and then we just kind of developed as like, I got the name Double B for myself and shit. I started pushing that when I was like 18.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Then we came up with the 740's finest with the whole crew because like we got more than us that likes to rap and shit.
And that came about because we didn't have a name for our group at a show.
Yeah, I'm like shit.
Y'all just made it up on the fly.
Yeah.
Like, let's go with this.
I try to think of something that rolled good off the tongue. So like I just 740's finest. We're from the 740 area.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. 740's finest just come off the tongue good. Yeah, it could be a good brand and shit. We've sold a decent little amount of merchandise as far as like hoodies and T-shirts in our little town and stuff like at our shows and everything.
And the 740's finest, how long Has that been a thing?
Like
since 2018.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mid
So I'll say
2018.
5 years in.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. Yep.
Well, with a couple periods of that time, like I said, just going stagnant.
Stagnant.
That's like,
Well, plus you
that's
said
what-
y'all working
that-
full time too while doing. I already know
Yeah.
that story.
started started being like that and shit, and then it's like he got kids and shit now. It's like that,
Yep.
but you got to spend time being a dad, man. He's a great father too. Shout out to him for that. But we grow. The periods of time where we're stagnant, you kick yourself in the ass or whatever. Like when I was 21 or whatever, after creating this little I think I call it an album really because it had like 20 songs on it almost.
What was the album?
It's called Life Before 20. I put it out on like SoundCloud and shit. See, we weren't buying all like the leases to the beats like we needed to.
We didn't either back in the day.
So like we couldn't put it out. We tried to put stuff out through DistroKid, man, and he wasn't trying we couldn't because we didn't own this
You had to
stuff.
sound, and I get it.
Yeah, so
that's just y'all being young and just we were the same way, bro. Back then.
Exact same way.
but then when we start entering like bigger, like when we start going, like we told you guys about when we used to book like gigs up doing studio time up at SCFMG, the label and shit, like where you get around.
Shout out to those guys.
Shout out Highlight, Doobie, Crash, all the whole SCFMG family, man. Going up there and like doing sessions there and like actually getting to be around these guys a couple handfuls of times that we were able to be, and seeing that like this shit is really like doable. You can do it where we're from, you know what I'm saying? Like they're 50 minutes away from us, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, okay. Fun fact.
Very inspirational shit. Like we're like an hour outside Columbus and shit. It's just crazy because you hear the music before ever the shit ever blows up, and you watch this shit and unfold.
It's a pretty inspiring scenario.
It is.
Yeah, we have a similar story here with a guy named Jelly Roll.
Jelly Rolls. I was about to mention him, man. Like he's been a big part of like I've been watching him since I was like 13, 14. Shit. I was hip to like worm shit and jelly shit, and struggle shit and all that. Like Yellow Wolf and all that's got a big influence on our shit, and like they got big fan bases where we're from and whatever. Like watching Jelly Roll being this rapper and shit and transitioning into the artist he is today as a fucking superstar it's you guys actually knowing him and like being close to him, it's got to be so amazing for y'all, because like me being a fan from afar, being like the kid that was like in the alternative school, you know what I mean, with my headphones on, listening to like the old fucking therapeutic music and shit, gambling on the white boys and all that shit, man.
That's cool.
Like that was me, you know what I mean?
That was me too, man.
Listening to that shit, man, and like he's doing all these things trying to reach the troubled youth and shit, man. It's just fucking beautiful. It's crazy. It's crazy awesome, man. It's crazy something that makes it, for me, it lights a fire under my ass, man. It inspires the hell out of me. I'm like, dude, like if I get to the point where I could work with dude one day, man, I'd fucking dream would be complete.
He's
what I'm
he's
saying?
the man, dude. I'm super proud of him and happy for him, bro.
Yes, sir.
He's a success story that.
But no, like you were saying, sitting in alternative school and hearing it and all that, like from afar. Same story, different book. We just did it a little closer. You know what I'm saying? And we've been lucky enough to know him over the years. But yeah, like you said, it's a beautiful thing. It's the best story ever told.
It's fucking.
We talk about it all the time here, but at the same time,
fucking awesome. I couldn't wait to watch that Hulu documentary, dude.
Yeah, bro.
What'd you think of that?
Yeah, man,
Fantastic.
awesome.
We were in it.
I want to watch it again.
We were in it at the end at the press conference with our cameras.
Save the best for last.
Hell yeah. I seen where he shouted you guys out on the fucking Joe Rogan, man. That shit's hard. That's all.
Yeah, he shouted Chatty out on that. That was all Chatty.
That shit was crazy.
ChadArmesTV and shit. And the fact that you were you played such an important role in his whole story. It's fucking cool as hell, man.
It's pretty.
It's dope
awesome.
shit, bro. It's crazy. Like
is.
we were talking about it the other day at the show we had in Bowling Green about how 13, 14 years ago, man, like we were where everything is now. It's just like it's a different stratosphere.
Like, what the fuck? Hold on. It's a whole another dimension we didn't know about.
We sit there and say that about our stuff sometimes too. We listen to some of our new music, like, man.
Like, hold on, we got something here, man. We do got something here. Where, like, as far as talent goes, we're like very super confident and all that and shit. Like, I don't know, for myself, as far as like I have a very comfortable stage presence most of the time. I feel like I'm pretty loose on stage. I've been performing. I think my first little show was at the actual alternative school that I went to.
Hell yeah.
We threw I was 15 years old and shit. Twizzy was doing like a little 60 days in county jail and shit. And I had his computer and I had recorded like a handful of songs. The shittiest quality ever because I'm not an engineer, man.
And you're in alternative school. It's not the best.
Yeah, so and we're the fucking like we're the dumbass kids throwing the fucking the talent show in the first place. Like I was in like control of the talent show in the first place. It was a tiny ass little school, probably like 75 people went to it. But like, the first time being on stage in front of like a crowd of people and shit was pretty nerve wracking at 15 years old. And I used his computer and got it pulled off. But like, I know there's a video floating out there somewhere.
Ain't it funny how like all of us have like some infamous fucking high school footage of us doing something?
There's got to be some somewhere.
Chad was lip singing Bubba Sparks. I was lip singing. I was lip singing "Let's Ride" by Montel Jordan.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
With the old no limit on
everybody's got tapes floating around somewhere. I'd love to see that shit.
Right, that'd be great.
Yeah. Nah, but I think it's a cool little story how you guys have evolved together. You know what I'm saying? To link up when you said, you know, you started working with your man at 13, 14 years old, or when you first met him, you know, but then like to see his engineering skills sort of develop along with your skills as an artist.
Oh man.
And then y'all kind of migrate together and form the 740's finest.
That shit's crazy.
It's a good story. It's a similar story from ones we've heard.
Y'all were just younger, so like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, me and Squints linked up in 2007.
Okay.
He had already been writing and recording music for 3 or 4 years, and me too. But we just didn't know who each other were.
Yeah.
And he was performing at the same show I was performing at from a mutual friend of ours, and we just linked up and did a song, you know, shortly after that. And then
the rest is history.
He's been showing proof ever since. I started it in 06. I met him in 07. And it was just so it's
just minus the engineering part.
Well, I just did all that myself, but I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I'd made it sound good enough. Like all of my music up to 2015 was just me doing everything. You know,
see, that's how it was for me. I didn't know what the hell I was doing at first until B Banks gave me a little bit of direction, like, oh, you need to EQ, you need to compress, you need to, you know, and but I didn't know it. I was using presets for years, just throwing presets on it, and then it sounded great. Everybody was like, "Man, this shit sounds so good. How do you do it?" I'm like, I use the same presets every time.
Then you go pull that shit up today and listen to it compared to nowadays shit. It's like, what the
and I was blessed because I got put under a few engineers' wings for a short amount of times. You know, like shout out Mike P and
shout out Michael Petty.
He's like a mixing engineer legend in
Ohio,
in Mansfield, in Ohio.
Okay.
I feel like he's one of the best engineers out of Ohio. Period.
Yeah, that's dope.
But somewhere along your journey, he taught you.
Yeah, he gave me a few months and sat me down and was like, you know, this is how you EQ, this is how you really compress, and I just sat there and sponged that up. And took it and
got away from the
ever
presets.
Since then. I've been like,
and it was like a real studio setting.
Everything, you know?
other than like
a big board, not a.
It was like it was a legit ass studio. He's got a legit ass studio for real.
That's cool, man.
I was very blessed to have that opportunity. I was only 18, so
y'all starting young like that. Was it a lot of artists like trying to do that at that age where y'all were at? And that
after I started making music, after I made a couple CDs, that's when
you started seeing other people doing it.
It was a domino effect. Like
nobody could do it.
Nobody understood how important the engineering side of it is, and even the rest of our fucking 740's finest group, including myself, has slacked in areas where we should like. I can pull up a template and record myself and make myself sound nice with recording and layer my shit up the way I want it sounding and stuff. Like I can do that all by myself type shit. But like I should, after doing it this long by now, I should at least be able to mix down and have him a rough mix ready and shit for our tracks. But I'm not like never taking the time to learn it like I should have really. But
that was one negative thing about our scenarios, that we wasn't mobile. Like when it came, because it was maybe it's the years attached to it, but back then, like we all didn't have laptops and mics that we were just mobile.
Everything was desktop.
Everything was desktop.
Doing rough fucking vocals and bouncing them out like that kind of shit. Like wasn't. Unfortunately, it wasn't like that. We're gonna have to hit this sponsor in a second and air this bitch out. This motherfucker is so thick. Look at the screen.
We can hit the sponsor now if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we got 740's finest with. We're gonna hit the sponsor and let it. Hey, these boys are smoking, man. It's cloudy as fuck in here. We're gonna let it air out for a minute and close this door back. We'll be right back.
Yeah,
sir.
It's I got shit to say. Sorry, we're back. Shout out Bad Apple.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, these boys had it fucking cloudy in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I ain't even smoked yet, and it was cloudy as fuck.
Cloudy with a chance of fucking
showers.
Yeah.
Something in there.
Yeah, we were just down the rabbit hole of 740's finest, and just getting a little backlog, a little back history story. You know what I mean? It was story time. Y'all were breaking it down to me a little bit about how and where you came from and how we got here. Currently, the song that y'all just did with Chad, fun fact, y'all shot a video for that today, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we did.
I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
Y'all shot out here?
Yeah.
We shot it out here
State
in
Park out here somewhere.
Tennessee.
Oh yeah, shot out at State Park.
part of it Nashville,
Murfreesboro,
part of it
how you say it?
Murfreesboro.
Yep.
Murfreesboro.
Yeah, man.
Yep. You shot it out
You ever been here before?
Nope.
No, it's shit, man. You know how you said earlier about like, oh, it's how you like how we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Like, man, I wish the day worked out like that today. Just shit, we ran Chad a little late, man. We didn't mean to. But
nah, bro, you can't help you had car trouble. Dude. That happens.
We had some car trouble, man, and
nothing ever goes as planned.
Pulling the fucking video shoot off an hour before we had to be here for the podcast, but we got some good shots even in that time crunch.
We did.
And y'all still, it wasn't nothing I was tripping about really, because I was editing podcast on my phone on an episode, the movie podcast I do with my buddy, so I was able to, it was fine. I needed to do that anyway, so
yes, sir.
Awesome.
But with that song, y'all said there's a lyric video available for it now, right?
Lyric video on 740's Finest on YouTube and all other platforms.
Oh yeah, we'll make sure that's in the description.
We got you.
We got several videos on there, music videos, lyric videos, visualizers that are, shit. The latest one came out like a week ago, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all be sure to subscribe to their channel too. We'll put it in the description. It's got the lyric video we did, and that's where the music video will be going.
Yes.
Yep.
So please do subscribe.
For sure, y'all hit the subscribe button.
And with that, is that the next visual y'all got coming out, the one with Chad? Or y'all got plans for something else prior, or what?
That is the newest one.
There'll probably be another couple visualizers.
Yeah.
Maybe a lyric video or something while that's being edited.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the next music video that we're going to be releasing.
Dope.
Yes.
We did win a lyric video with that the last showcase we did. Was it last Saturday before we came down here?
Oh, dope.
We won a lyric video, so we do got something coming with that. We just sorry.
Lyric videos on the move nowadays, bro.
We haven't decided what track we're going to go with and shit yet, with the single deal and for the distribution and all that shit that we want.
Gotcha.
That's cool that y'all got it through Empire too.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
It is cool.
It's awesome.
It's dope.
That's a good look for
with
y'all.
that single though, or with the upcoming video y'all have with Chad, is that part of an upcoming project as well, or is that?
No, really just a single. We don't have really much plans to do like albums and mixtapes right now. We just trying to stay dropping.
Just keep your foot on the neck.
Singles.
We might release a group mixtape soon.
That's compilation.
All of our actual fan base right now is actually asking for
that has been talked about.
Because it's been a year or so.
And that'd be easy for y'all to cook up too, especially with y'all doing everything in house.
Super easy.
Y'all got the artists and the, you know what I mean. So that may be something cool. That
having an engineer in house don't hurt neither.
Oh, not at all, bro.
I mean, that's definitely
it's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
It's more than a blessing. It's nice, man. It's especially somebody like me that's technically disabled.
Right.
I'm not very.
You just do the rapping part, and then he does that.
Well, I got a hell of a story to tell, man. I'm really good with the lyrics. I put the shit together. Well, I can, like I said, I can layer myself up if I need to and record by myself. But like, I've never taken the time to learn all the like, magic this motherfucker has learned. So
I totally get it.
But
it takes a.
We talk a lot about like we wouldn't be nowhere without each other though, man. Like without me and him coming full circle, knowing each other since I was fucking 13, he was like 16, 15, some shit.
Yeah.
And then like, showing this motherfucker I can rap, and then rapping my first few songs, like he recorded me first, and it's like we go a period of time, obviously throughout then without like really speaking or seeing one another. And then when I was 18, starting to kick out this little mixtape I was putting together, and like he had I hadn't talked to him in a while. He was coming out of a little slump. He lost his moms and stuff. So like, but when he got back from all that, started making music with me again. When I was 18, we hadn't spoken in like a year or two. I don't know. And how things come full circle. We create 740's Finest. We start getting a little momentum with that in our hometown, and like we do pretty cool shows and shit. One of our favorite shows that we have done, and I how DJ Highlight needs to bring back crowd control in Columbus, man. That shit is so fun.
Yeah, y'all mentioned that off camera.
That shit is
It's
so fun,
good for
man.
the artists around there.
DJ Highlight, please bring that back, Bubba. That would
Yeah, that'd be
watching.
That'd be huge
awesome.
now. That'd be huge now, especially with like what Highlight's been able to build with Doobie. You know,
Yeah, man.
that whole brand.
This wasn't that long ago when they had done it. They packed that motherfucker up pretty good. They had who they have down? They had Soda Baby as a guest performance after one of the performances and shit, bro. That shit was
EKT-40
XO or some shit. Yeah, the EKT-42 as well. They had him as a guest performance. Yeah. But that shit was fun, man. Like the competitions are always really cool, especially when we find ourselves placing and winning these competitions, and it's like
that makes them even more fun.
Hell yeah, it does.
Hell yeah.
And no one knows who we are half the time. Like
that's dope though, because then that's how you know, like, well, we're doing something, because it's not like we're just the favorite because all of our people.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody being biased or whatever. You're actually showing up and showing improvement.
Our song with Chad, it's a heartfelt, slow track. You know what I'm saying? It's got some strings in it and shit. There's a lot of pain and you know, passion that goes into that music, man. And that's the kind of music, personally, that's the kind of music I do it for. That's the music I like to make. People that will, you know, out there are going to relate to that shit. Feel
well,
that
you mentioned
pain.
the influence, like from Jelly, and like a lot of artists that kind of focus on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as ones we know here,
like to tell a story.
Motherfucking riding all alone and shit, playing that in my headphones while I'm going through a rough day when I'm a kid. Yeah.
No, dude, that's one of Jelly's all-time classics, man.
I know.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
Yes.
So what are y'all's plans as far as like the rest of the year? Are y'all just going to keep on this same schedule, try to just drop more singles to get shows? And
we plan on dropping at least two new songs every month.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man.
Whether it be by Twizzy, Double B, Us Together, Tommy G,
Groups,
fucking Kojo, anybody else that's in our group that raps and stuff. Whether it be a single by any of them.
Shout out Tommy, he's in the building too.
Yeah, Tommy G over here, man. But whether it be one of us or all of us or whichever, we're just trying to
similar to what we're doing. I mean, with Show and Prove, same thing. Yeah,
and we're just trying to do a bunch.
Keep
of
content rolling. Yeah,
too. We got shows booked all the way to December now.
Well,
talk your shit, dude.
That's what we're trying to get on.
Every month.
We got booked with BSC Count in Columbus, his Fall Fest. I don't know the date and details to that yet, but I know it's going to be lit because it's a SCFMG event. So when we get on that motherfucker, man, we're excited for that. We got our show July 15th, Mount Vernon, Ohio, Legend Sports Bar and Grill. That's ran by us, 740's Finest. We got artists still slots available and shit. So we're trying to put that
that's
together.
always fun. The hometown show that you're kind of, you got the reins on and shit. Like it's your homie spot. Like,
and it's always jumping. They always show us mad love.
Of course, you know what I'm saying. But it's home turf. You know what I'm saying.
This venue, man, that we finally got in, it's an actual venue in town that like fucking they do rock and country concerts at all the time, and it's been
troublesome to get in there.
It's been a pain trying to convince him to do some hip hop, but he liked the video of our last crowd at the other bar, so he's giving us a shot and shit. And you know, shout out to Tim for that at Legend Sports Bar. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, thank God for for YouTube sometimes, right?
Oh, dude, man.
Look what we can do. Watch it. Just watch it. You know what I'm saying? But
it's crazy.
Those conversations get you you know what I mean? Like y'all said, that little outside influence just helps just enough. Like, look what we can do. Just give us that opportunity. Well, hopefully that pans out for y'all, and it paves the way for more opportunity.
Thank you.
As far as you know, that spot, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause obviously y'all been trying to get in there for a while.
We plan on doing way more shows than just this one at that spot. That's for sure.
We're just trying to
show them that it's going to be a great event, and you know, no problems whatsoever.
When y'all do that event, will that just be like the team type shit? Since y'all got 10 artists or whatever it is?
We usually do a group set, and then
have a few people.
Maybe one or two of us will do a single set. But we like to pull other artists from around the area and from other cities, and give them a chance to come out and get seen by all these people.
I think we're gonna have some people down from Mansfield, like the Cause. I think they might be in the building performing with us and shit. We're gonna try to get some other people. I try to reach out to some people back home in Newark. Try to get some people from Newark 740 area code. You know what I'm saying? Get them in on it too.
Yeah, and that's where you're from originally, right?
Originally, yeah. I mean, I grew up in Mount Vernon, so I put on for Mount Vernon, but it's just like, you know, you can't be nowhere without your hometown and shit.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and that being a big 740, but everybody raps 740 down there and shit. You feel me? So it's like we're trying to, I don't know. I feel like we can gain a good following from out of my actual hometown, because 740's Finest It just rolls off your tongue good. They got this 740 smoke shop, man. I want to shoot a video in front of that motherfucker really bad.
You affiliated with them at all?
No, we're not. I would
Go
like
knock
to,
on the door.
I would like to be. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I like weed.
We've known the owner for quite a while.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Are y'all affiliated? That's what I mean. Like y'all plugged in.
Not like personally, but he's known us for.
No, I'm not talking about Vernon, dog. I'm talking about the 740 smoke shop down there in Newark. Right there.
Okay.
On the Route 13.
I'm talking about a different store owner.
Yeah, no, Mo and them. Mo owns these drive-throughs.
Shout out Mo.
Yeah.
Shout out Mo, man. He's
probably watching.
Shout out Quick and Cold, man.
Quick and Cold, dude. Everybody knows about Quick and Cold. That's a 5 point. All the little. We shot our video, Wipe Me Down. It's on our YouTube channel in front of 5 Point. Bulldogs drive-through. Mo owns that. He owns a smoke shop up there by Kroger's and shit.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Kroger's.
Shout out them motherfuckers because my little
I'm a
homie,
Kroger shopper for sure.
yeah, my little homie that works there, he helps pass out our flyers and shit when we have video or concerts or whatever. So
I love going Krogering.
Dude, remember when you used to get the stick? Well, we're older than them. Damn it, they're like Leroy's age. Well, he's Leroy's age. You're 25, right?
I'm 25.
Yeah, so Leroy's 24, and you're 28.
28.
Okay.
Fuck that 20 shit.
I'm gonna be 40 in a few months, bro. I'm gonna be there with you.
I'm gonna be 41 Sunday. What were you saying, old man? Talk to me.
I feel like I'm 50, man.
The Kroger stickers.
When you work in a factory for fucking 2 years and they breaks your body down like.
I already know. I worked in one for 9.
Dude, when you work in a factory, he said when you work in a factory for 2 years.
Yeah, I know. People work in factories for 30 years.
Bro. That's why I'm
People
walking
working
around
there
like
for 30 years. I shouldn't be talking that shit. No.
Real, no.
But I know people that. Honestly, bro. But that's funny shit because motherfuckers really that I worked around is working there for like 20, 25
Hey,
years.
2 years in a factory ain't no joke though either. Fuck that.
The job I was doing though was like material handling and shit. I was driving like stand on order pickers and shit and forklifts, and I was always having to like load shit and offload shit.
Bless your heart.
Push shit away and stuff. It was just pretty tough little gig.
No, yeah, fuck yeah, I feel you.
I mean, shit. If I still had it, that'd be cool. It was good money.
Work sucks, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck what you're doing.
Be able to monetize on what you love is what I'm trying to be at eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a blessing in disguise that I lost that little position there. You know what
Sometimes
I mean?
it is.
Yeah. Sometimes it is a blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Now we're so focused on this music right now.
So let's get random, bro.
Yeah, I like the random.
All right, let's do this. This is gonna be the first time I think we've done this. I just thought of this.
Oh God.
I'm gonna say 2 things, and y'all pick which one y'all like better: Kroger or Walmart, bro.
Depends on what the hell.
What are we shopping for?
Exactly.
All right, let's see.
Well, I mean, all right. It had to just be food, really, because Kroger only really sells produce. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Kroger.
You'll say Kroger?
I'm a Kroger shopper.
I'm going Krogering.
I think Kroger has better.
I do got a Kroger card. I do use that.
Hell yeah, I use my mom's.
Yeah, that's what gets Kroger over.
But,
especially with the gas stations.
Walmart's a big part of the childhood. My pops used to spoil me and my sister and take us to Walmart like every other day. So that was always our favorite store.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
I'll go to Walmart. I'll go to Walmart for nothing.
Yeah, and come out with a set of coat hangers, a pack of toothpaste, a couple of movies, and some goddamn Cool Ranch Doritos.
They was in the fucking $5 bin.
Hell yeah!
Right,
totally. And me, my fat ass probably got 3 different types of Doritos in that
clearance aisle one time.
When I go see David Manning get a haircut, bro, I always stop at Walmart on the way home for nothing. I just like at home, might as well stop at Walmart.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like a popular thing people used to fucking make, like kind of lightweight pickle people for. People used to hang out in the Walmart parking lot.
Oh yeah,
and literally just like with their big rig trucks and shit.
Yeah, they do that. They bro, it's so big here.
Yeah, where I'm from,
all people do.
It was
they shut it down where we're from.
It was Kmart though, where I'm from.
It was Kmart where we were from too until they tore it down.
Fuck Kmart, bro.
Kmart. Let's talk about Kmart, bro. That was my first job ever, dude.
Really?
I was 16 years old.
Wow.
Story time. I was 16 years old, bro, and I was learning customer service, right?
Yeah.
This older lady was teaching me. It was my first day after I did all the computer shit or whatever. I was 16 years old, bro. My first customer was an older lady.
Cussed you out.
That was humongous. She came in and she had 2 or 3 kids with her. She bought diapers from Kmart.
Okay.
And she didn't like the way they absorbed the shit that her baby would. And she brought them used diapers, bro, and set them on the customer service. This is my first job, my first customer.
Wow, dude.
Was a woman trying to return used diapers, bro, saying she wanted her money back.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I was traumatized. I was like,
lady,
fuck this job, bro.
I'm about to
fuck
throw
that
up,
job.
lady. You better take that doctor.
Fuck Kmart.
You want puke on your hands?
I worked at Service Merchandise for like 2 days, so I don't really count that.
Golly, these they had never even heard of that
No.
place.
Service Merchandise.
Service merchandise.
My sister sold hella jewelry out of Service Merchandise.
It's like saying Heels. Remember that place?
Yeah.
Heels. That's where my granny worked.
fucking Winn-Dixie. Did y'all have them? Y'all got them in Ohio?
That we're losing them right now. We gotta keep them. We gotta keep them close.
We bring them back in.
Yeah, bring them back in. Sorry guys. Sorry about that.
My first job was at a fucking Donato's Pizza when I was 16.
I heard Donato's is fire though.
Yeah, there's one up the
It
street.
is pretty
It's
gas,
really
but it
good
ain't
pizza.
fresh though. That motherfucking dough is
Talk your
frozen.
shit, dude. He just exposed them.
Donato's exposed.
But I will say, I'd still eat.
He set up for that. He set up to
You
expose
still
them.
buy it though. We
I'll
still
eat that
buy the
shit.
Shout out Donato's,
Yeah,
dude.
shout
Shout out
out
Doritos and Donatello.
That was your first job at Kmart, though?
Yeah, I count Kmart because
What
service.
was your first job, Trizzy?
Oh, I was a debt collector.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like desk
Sitting on the
shit
phone
or
like
just
sitting
riding
on the
around?
Desk calling
He wasn't
motherfuckers
breaking
like,
knee.
hey,
You're a
owe
big guy. I
money.
wouldn't. They just send you over to the crib. Go get that money, boy.
He wasn't
I was,
breaking kneecaps.
It was it was actually like not a legit business either. And like,
Hell
it was a crazy
Good
little
start.
thing. Like this dude just got out of prison. And
Debt
just
collector,
started this
not a
thing.
legitimate business.
It was
Prison.
a legit business, but it wasn't. Like we had an
Don't
office. and
criminalize
everything.
yourself here.
Yeah.
But no,
My first job was McDonald's. I worked there for a week.
Hell yeah.
And I quit because my homie came through the drive-through and gave me 3 red gel caps of acid, and I ate it. And I was like, bro, I get off in 2 hours. Just give it to me, and I'll wait an hour. I'll eat it, and then when
You ate that bitch right when
I
you
ate it
ate it.
immediately.
Yeah.
But when I told him, I was like, when you come back and pick me up from work, I'll be tripping. We'll be ready to go. Night's on, be on. As soon as he left, I ate that shit, and I swear to God, it kicked in 10 minutes later. It just felt like it kicked
And you
in
just-
immediately. I was like, ooh, I'm out. Holla.
You just quit. You just walked out.
Home.
quit.
Never even went back and
No
got my
2 weeks
check for that
notice.
week.
Never got your check.
I was
That's
so
how fucking.
spooked. 'Cause I was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out."
Wasn't
Like I
even
was,
an hour's notice. No.
yeah. I just left, dude.
Hell
I remember
yeah.
calling Joey, my guy Joey. That's who rolled through the fucking drive-through on me. And I called him back, and I was like, "Bro, come back, get me." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Dog, I just went ahead and dropped that shit, and I swear to God, it's already kicked in." He's like, "Yeah, right, dude. It's been." I said, "Shut up, come get me."
Get me.
And I waited to see him pull around, like pull into the parking lot, and I just I'm out.
How old were you, like 18?
Strong,
16.
Oh, your first job, yeah.
Yeah, I was young, dude. And I wasn't driving. I couldn't get my license. I was 18 because of truancy.
Shout out Truancy.
Fun fact.
shout out to Truancy. I was on probation.
Shout out to Truancy.
for so long.
What'd you say?
5.5 years of probation for fucking Truancy.
Ain't that a bitch, bro? Bro,
Well, I caught an assault charge at the same time. But
Oh,
still,
okay. Well, yeah.
I was on probation. I had 2.5 years probation for a assault charge I caught, and I took to trial, and I fought it down to unorderly like conduct.
hell yeah! Shout out to your lawyer.
Yeah, for real. And man, this was back when I was like fucking 14, 13.
Oh, damn, bro.
When he got
And,
off
Fucking
probation,
thug.
You didn't have no fucks to give as a youngster.
Nah,
Hell no,
my
he
dad
didn't.
was gonna send me to fucking private school. He was like, "I'm sending you to
Shit.
private school." I was like, "Well, my mom's got custody of me, so
you guys.
I'm gonna go live with her." So I went and lived with her, and then she just kind of let me do whatever the fuck I
Yeah.
wanted. So I was like, "Fuck school."
Yeah, fuck school.
When I hit 9th grade, I was in class with him
I dropped
at one
out in
of my
ninth
9th grade classes.
I did 10th.
So he was he was down. He was far behind.
Yeah, I did 9th grade 3 times and then dropped the fuck.
Hell yeah, that's my guy over there. dude.
Tripled
You
back
know
with
who
that
else did
motherfucker,
that?
dude.
And Marshall Mathers did that as well.
Yeah, like, fuck this shit.
Shout out
I can't-
Marshall
I'm gonna
Mathers.
be
He's probably
rapping,
watching.
bro.
You said after 3 times I dropped out.
At third time,
I'm with you,
I
dude.
got kicked out in 9th grade for smoking pot in the high school bathroom. That's why I went to the alternative school. They said they want to they took me to juvie for 5 days and then put me in alternative school after that.
I had to go to alternative school because the principal tried to paddle me as a sophomore in high school, and he had done it
Beat his
repeatedly
ass,
to where
didn't you?
nah, dog,
Pedophile principal.
bro. He used to, dude. Shout out Coach Powell, Smyrna High School.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers that
Never
went
mind.
there
You're
know what
not a
I'm talking about.
pedophile, Coach Powell. Sorry.
They used to have this in his office, dog. He used to have this picture of these ducks above his fucking chair, and his thing was, look at the ducks. When you heard "look at the ducks," that means grab the fucking chair. You're about to
Bruh.
whip your ass. And he said, "Look at the ducks," like more than
Yeah.
once. And I just said, "Man, fuck them ducks."
Yeah.
Literally, that was the words out of my mouth. I said, fuck
You light
them
your ass
jokes.
up.
Dude,
He said, okay, you're out of here. I said, good.
think about how insane that is. What you just said.
Fuck
that
them.
was
Right.
life when we were
That's
16.
And that was the worst thing I could have done, other than like punch dude or fucking fire on him.
But getting paddled, and he said, "Look at the, like, imagine that now." You can't even say don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you can't even.
Yeah, that's-
You'd be having a group of kids recording.
Oh,
Kids
yeah.
used to get pistol whipped probably at school by the teacher.
Oh yeah, teacher grab you by the arm and shit, bro. Like now, don't fucking touch me.
They're
Like
getting
kids nowadays-
switches and stuff, dude.
Switches,
My-
yeah, granny.
Dude, my little brother Anthony.
Switches,
dude.
dude. Hit the switch. That's the name of this one.
Oh, my little brother Anthony got in a fight after school with this dude. He's like, they got in an argument in like history class or some shit.
Yeah.
This is ninth grade before we both got kicked out and shit. He ended up beating his kid's ass at school or after school at the fucking skate park across the street from the school. This kid, I'll be damned, that didn't bring a .22 revolver in his fucking backpack the next day. Was bragging about how he's going to fucking shoot this motherfucker.
Oh my God.
One fucking class period away from him, like where he has class with him again, he fucking got caught with that .22 revolver in school and got fucking yanked out and arrested and shit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
God dang, dude.
He's talking shit about how what he's going to do with it. And
Hitting switches,
I'm
dude.
fucking glad that motherfucker. You can't take an ass whooping, man. Just take your ass whooping.
Yeah.
It ain't worth the rest of your life.
That wasn't even a thing back in the
Yeah,
day.
just a
Kids
fucking
showing up
ass.
school with guns.
No, bro.
No, dude,
But
Maybe a
they're-
knife here and there.
But see, that with them being younger, it kind of like
Yeah, they're much younger.
yeah.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So what about when he said, when I sit here and I look at that established 2006, I was 8 years old. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Leroy all over again. Looking the same.
Yeah, he's just a year older.
I was only 11.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
We know, okay?
We're old. I'm talking about
It's
switches,
crazy,
going
bro.
and getting
Hey.
switches. Like,
Tell me these two couldn't be related, dude.
Yeah, y'all do look.
oh, dude, I thought as soon as I walked up, I was like,
this
bro,
my
is this
cousin?
my
Is
my bro cousin?
Is this my lost little brother?
Ohio chatty body?
Look, you should be the first one that calls Chatty Unk.
You should hear some of my music too, because I'm fucking real.
Motherfuckers call me Unk. I'm at
Yeah,
that. I'm
dude.
at that
Our
farm.
glasses, bro. Like I'm telling you,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying.
crazy.
They're a long lost family. They got the same bloodline
crazy,
somewhere,
bro.
dog.
Yeah. Y'all could probably just switch up. Nobody even knows.
we should have done it. We should have thought of that on the break, man. The last break we had, that we should have had them swap hats and shit.
It would have worked. Other than the color, y'all's
Yeah,
beard.
except
Yeah, my
the
beard
beard,
is
yeah.
fucking it up for everybody, dude.
Way to go, Chad.
I need to get some was it just for me that they died?
Just for men.
Yeah, just for me.
Yeah.
I like how you said me. You just made up your own product. Just
I thought that was a
They're
product.
gonna have to start calling it just for them now. I don't know.
Shout out.
Oh, just for they them. Yeah,
Shout out
sorry.
to your
You're getting
Yankees.
to that right.
Just for them.
I was just shouting out your Yankees hat. That's fire as fuck.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
There
that's
you
pretty
go.
good. I didn't even
Hold the
notice
loop,
the
buddy.
Yankees had.
Oh,
That
oh
is
yeah, the
sick.
loop. Hold the loop.
Yeah, the loop, the cheat code, bro.
There's a fucking there's
There we go.
embarrassing ass
I'm
childhood
gonna stay-
photo out there.
They can't hear you. You gotta get in that
So
mic.
there's
There
a
you
fucking
go.
embarrassing ass childhood photo of me out there with a white beater on and a motherfucking New York Yankees flat bill fitted hat because I thought I was 50 Cent when I was 8 years old.
That's what he thought about.
I thought I wanted to be a little gangster.
Hell yeah, talk your shit,
Dude,
man.
8-year-old double
But dude,
B.
listen, man, double B.
Dude, could you imagine being an 8-year-old and being influenced by 50 Cent?
Dude, of course I was 8 years old.
Cap somebody's ass.
It was Tupac and Biggie for me.
Yeah,
I was
No, I didn't
influenced
go
by
through that.
John Michael Montgomery when I was 8 years
Hell
old.
I didn't
yeah.
go through that phase till I was like 12, 13 when I started like learning about Pac and Big, and it's still, bro, it still hits just as hard.
Yeah.
For real, like Pac and Big still hit just as hard. For
That's
me.
interesting to hear you
and
say
then,
that.
like DMX and shit like that. Like I start looking into their stories and shit later when I was a little older.
You just had to hear what all the hype was about.
Yeah, and then it's like you start watching the documentaries and listening to all the so-called conspiracies or whatever, and like this and that about like the whole history of it. Period. Like when I got to open up for Busy Bone 2 weeks ago, I had to meet him, bro. I was like, I shook his hand. I said, bro, I got to thank you for everything you've done for the history of hip hop and like just in general, bro.
That's
like,
real.
Yeah.
Y'all Bone Thugs is literally like go into history books with being signed by NWA. Like
Yeah, man.
Especially in
put
Ohio.
Cleveland on
I was
the
gonna say
map. Put
for Ohio
on the
for
map.
y'all, man.
For us,
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I'm like,
It's like your childhood. It's like a childhood dream.
I grew up listening
Come
to
true,
a lot of the Akon and then Bone Thugs and Harmony collabs. That's one of the big things I grew up on. It's like
Yeah, 'cause-
Convict
yeah.
album,
Oh,
shit
yeah.
like that. Like
Convict.
Yeah, that
Sure,
kind of
Akon.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my best attempt at their tag. It was horrible.
Yeah,
Convict
but dude, I was
music.
like going back to Bone Thugs. That's what made me want to listen to rap music. I talked about it in that interview that I
Yeah.
did. Like I saw them perform Crossroads at the '96 Video Music Awards.
He did that at the show.
So
That was
dope.
awesome.
Yeah.
He did Crossroads.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah,
Bro, he did the
he
song.
did all-
everybody.
He did all
Sing it,
his
Chad.
parts to all their group songs. Like,
Dude, it was
on
like
the
right
set.
in
It was
there.
dope. It was super dope.
They did that song. It's Bone and Biggie.
Oh, Notorious Thugs.
Yeah,
fire.
he did a bunch of
Yeah,
collab songs.
it's
It
Bone
was-
and Biggie.
The fact that they collabed with Biggie, they collabed with
That's
Pac.
what I'm saying, bro.
They collabed with
they
Easy
collabed
E.
with
That's what I'm
everybody.
saying.
Yeah, bro. It's
You
just
know
wild.
how, like,
Big Pun. You're crazy
Yeah,
about
Big Pun,
collabing with
yeah,
Big
I love
Pun.
Pun.
Yeah.
So it's wild, dude. They're man.
Man.
But that's what made me want to rap, dude. I was listening to nothing but country music and fucking Jeff Foxworthy could stand
Hell
up.
yeah.
I grew up with country. 'Cause
Stand-ups and shit.
Yeah.
my mom and her ex old man had a fucking like little country band they called themselves like Unfinished Business or some shit.
Oh, hold on,
Hell
hold on, hold on.
yeah.
Your
They-
mo-
they-
hang
they
on,
was
hang
doing
on.
all the
Your
local-
mom and her ex-boyfriend used to have a band? Talk to me.
Yeah, way back when I was a kid, they did
Okay.
live performances when I was fucking back in
Unfinished
2006
Business.
and shit.
Yeah.
They would go do shows all around town in Knox County and stuff. Like they book gigs all the time, man. They was always out fucking doing their thing and
Okay.
shit. So like that had an influence on me wanting to do music and being in love with music as well.
Yeah, obviously.
I grew up around country music. I do like country music to an extent. There's some songs I could pick out that's just like they take you back to that childhood, you know what I mean, memory and shit, like a certain smell type shit.
Was your mom a vocalist? Or
My mom could sing, man. She had a beautiful voice. You know, shout out my mom for
sure.
real. She that's been a struggle with her the last fucking year and a half, man. Her health ain't you know, we've been through a bunch of struggles with that, man. So we'll pray she gets better and shit,
sure.
learns how to
Prayers
walk
to your
again
mom,
and
for
all
sure.
that shit, dog. But yeah. Them doing their fucking shit, their live performances, and they had like they built a studio in their garage, you know what I'm saying, to where they could do their band practice and stuff. I grew up around live music and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's interesting to hear you say that.
Yeah.
We didn't normally Chad asks about early influences and stuff, but since I'm so unfamiliar, kind of took a little different route with this one. But that's definitely an important piece of this puzzle, though.
Yeah.
To what about you? Just any outside influence younger that you can relate to as far as family, or just around it?
Just getting a hold of my mom's CDs.
Yeah,
because she used to bodybuild. She was a national fitness model
She'll
and a
beat your ass.
powerlifter. She was a
Bro,
powerlifter.
this lady had tattoos.
She used to
on her
hold
face and
records
shit.
in Ohio for like a long time.
wow, dude,
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely a
she
fun
was
fact.
crazy.
And you lost your mother recently.
I lost her in 2020.
Oh yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
R.I.P. to your mom.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
thank
sure.
you. Thank you.
That's interesting as hell. It's not I don't know many people that tell me their mother is a bodybuilder.
No, man, that's cool. That's cool.
You know what I
shit.
mean?
Bro,
Both of
she's
my
an
parents were
interesting human being.
bodybuilders,
I only got
Damn,
to meet her
talk
like
your
one
shit.
time.
Yeah, both of them were bodybuilders when I was born.
You ever been big into
Imagine
that?
if this big
Weights and
motherfucker
shit?
would.
Yeah, he's a big.
bodybuilder.
Yeah, I
he
used
would
to-
be a goddamn
I used
monster.
to not have a gut and actually be a little bit big. I got crazy genetics.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He do got
My,
crazy
and my mom
genetics,
was
bro.
like
His daughter's-
5'11".
he
My
got some-
dad's like 6'4", 6'5", so I'm just crazy tall too.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, don't let the gut get too bad. That'll be you.
Yeah.
I don't. You probably
That
Chad's
already
probably
is
got
him. That's
Chad's
just
got,
him in the
Nah,
future.
Chad's got a little bit on him, but Chad's got a few years on him. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm finna lose this motherfucker by the end
Top
of the year, though.
yo shit,
Good,
Chatty.
bro.
I plan
Good.
on
Yeah,
I plan
it's
on
gonna be
thinning out.
gone.
That's
Hey, man,
for
it ain't gonna be all the way gone, but it's
I don't
gonna
know
be.
what I just
Oh, yeah.
smelled. I just smelled some sweet shit. Is that just me? Is that one of these cigars or something?
It's
I don't
probably
know.
some cigars, baby.
I think it's also interesting from your aspect though that you're an engineer and an artist.
Yeah.
That don't happen a lot.
It's a lot of work that goes into that.
It's definitely a
I
lot of
was
work.
definitely an artist before an engineer. But,
Yeah.
you know, just like
This is
sitting there
simplifying
like,
the method.
why am I going to pay for something
Exactly.
I technically
Simplifying
could
it.
just sit down and do. I'm not going to school
Yeah.
anyway, you know what I mean? Because I dropped out
Yep.
and everything. So it was like, well, let's just focus on this for
Yep.
a while.
That's just
Gotta pay for your education. So
Exactly.
Shout out to YouTube University.
Absolutely. Google University, YouTube
And
University.
then, like I said, I was just so blessed to have a few engineers really put me under their wing for a minute and show me what to do. So
Facts. Yeah, that's definitely crucial as far as
Yeah.
that scenario goes. But it's the same scenario for me. It's just taking outside amenities and eliminating overhead. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it's like, bruh, it can't be much
Right.
to this shit. You know what I mean? And now y'all
it's
got
really not.
your boy
Like,
over there making beats and
once
shit
you
now.
sit down and simplify it, at the end of the day, it's really not.
It's repetitive.
It's not as hard. Yeah, it's just repetitive nature stuff.
Yeah.
It's technically the same thing every mix. It's just everybody sounds different, so you have to, you have to do their shit different. You have to EQ them different.
Yeah, looking back where we were as Show and Proof, you know, if you take that 2006 clock right there and you go back to where we're 20 something years old, you know what I mean?
Right.
These conversations didn't even happen for us when we were 20s in our 20s.
No, Blaze is who did our
Blaze was all of it, and then we had a graphics guy. We had we had this, we had that, we had the Big Boy Studio. You know, all these like things, but there was never thoughts of us. Our only hustle at the whole rap thing was banging out the CDs.
Yeah, or trying to get a record deal because they were
trying to get a performing shows.
That's what everybody was trying to do.
When I was 18, I bought like fucking, I don't know, a couple thousand blank CD discs and a fucking CD tower printer so I could print out my Conflicted mixtape when I was 18. I planned on selling them bitches. I just want $5 or some shit, whatever. If people could
just take donations.
If people could donate $2, I'll give it to them.
So we did.
I don't know, somewhere along the way fucked up with the type of CD I bought, or like wasn't like downloading them right. I don't know. I started getting feedback from some folks saying that it wasn't playing in the car and shit. Some people it was playing.
Yeah,
some people it was playing in the cars.
Some people's cars just wouldn't.
But then I was like, fuck it, so I just started giving them out to everybody. Hey man, it's if it don't work, I'm sorry.
It don't.
If it don't work, I'm sorry. But like, hey, check it out on fucking SoundCloud.
Let me know if you like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, and I said if you can't, send me at least look it up on fucking SoundCloud and that Piff and shit like that back then. You know what I'm saying?
Send me a message on Instant Messenger.
Right.
AIM. Or that one? No, that's our age.
Just hit me up on MySpace, bro.
That's not his age. It's our age.
MySpace.
I had a MySpace when I was little.
Yeah, it's a different deal back with us, but that's what I admire about y'all's hustle now. As a group of 740's finest. Like, while I don't know much about you, ultimately I've learned a lot about you today, and actually over the course of the past few days, because Chad sent me y'all's YouTube link and all that. I obviously have to tap in just before y'all come over to my crib. But you know, to see y'all move kind of as a group, and to hear some of y'all's roles and responsibilities, or what y'all kind of lean on each other for, it's interesting to see. And then when I attach our timeline to one which in reality is so similar,
history repeats itself.
It does, but it's about being a little bit smarter nowadays, and you guys seem to be in front of that a little bit more.
I'm trying,
but I think that's important for. 740's finest. You can't be here and just be an artist.
Right.
Yeah.
If we would have had that mentality of Show and Prove, to where everyone had to bring something to the table other than just trying to be a rapper, because hey, we're all trying to be rappers, guys.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like, what else can you do?
Because back then, that's all it was about. Really.
That was all.
Everything else was outsourced.
And CDs. You know what I mean? Like, you got a few dollars, you can press your shit up when we're done with it. Cool. Let's work. Yeah. And we just take all of our amenities, we round them together, we put them together, project, and then for the next 6 weeks, we're out pushing that project until the next one fail.
Right.
Until the next one drop.
Yep.
But now, in-house, everything. Show and Prove operates like a motherfucking label. Only thing we don't have is distribution. But in reality, we have that.
No, we do. We just don't have major label backing.
That's it.
Funds wise, we do everything out the mud, but we do everything in house. We don't have an in-house producer per se. We've got producers we work very closely with.
Right. Chad's been rapping for 20 fucking years, so we know a few of them. You know what I mean? Actually, we know the best available around us.
Great.
That's what I said when I met him earlier at the video shoot. I said, bro, I respect the hell out of how long you've been doing this shit, man.
Yeah.
It's inspirational.
Well, I mean, as far as producers go, bro, like anyone y'all have ever heard in this regional area that's made music from Nashville, their tags on this fucking machine over here, because like I said, we're lucky enough to know a lot of those people.
I like your fucking tag, bro. Fuck you, Squints. I love that.
R.I.P. Whistle, not Squints.
Dude, I was with. That's what I said. Like back when I was like in the alternative center, listening to a bunch of this Nashville shit. You know, Worm was a big one. Struggle and Jelly was the big thing that I was always on, that I was hip to, anyways. You know what I mean? Back then.
Yeah.
So like Still Out South. Was it?
Oh, for sure, bro.
That makes Haystack, sense, bro. Haystack too, for real. Like his Sail On and shit like that.
Cracker Belly,
Still They Doubted Me and all that shit. Like I like Haystack shit too.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of influence from down here.
Yeah, I think that's a two-way street, though. It seems like, just from the outside looking in over my fucking 40 years on this rock, Ohio and Tennessee have always had like a close relationship with this culture.
It does seem like that.
You know what I mean? Like it's always influenced somewhere, somehow. Like I just see it's not that far away.
And it's like I don't want to say I'm not going to say it skips Kentucky, but like with Tennessee, like we have supporters in Kentucky, but it seems like the relationships with Tennessee and Ohio are closer than Tennessee and Kentucky.
Right.
And that's in between, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's
not that we don't, because we rock with Kentucky, obviously, and they rock with us, but it's just, Ohio is just different, bro. Like, really all regions of Ohio fuck with us.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's like if the big guy was sitting here right now, if Jelly was here, he would literally tell you that Columbus is his second home.
It's his second home, I know. Like I said, like my buddy's uncle his name's Roger. He's one of Jelly's good friends and shit. So, like, he pulled him up on stage at the one show and shit. I thought that was cool as hell.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. It's just to know that, you know, he said, oh boy, for like, I know his nephew and shit. So I was talking to dude's nephew, and he's talking about, you know, Jelly used to stay on his couch way back when. And,
back in the day, bro. Back in them days,
And that's some like real like A1 day one shit, bro. And I think that's so cool. That's like, you know, how small of a world out of somebody that's like, to me, is one of the biggest icons and like one of the biggest like influences on myself. To be like, I know, like, oh, that's bro's uncle's fucking friend. Like,
it's crazy, dude.
Old boy from down the way. You know like,
that's wild. I mean, he literally shared a clip from his
we're all just normal ass motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's weird when you, even for us, when we think about that now, like, because we've watched that seed grow to a beanstalk. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unbelievable.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But, when you take all that and you take the 6 degrees of separation of it all, it's just, it's always a wild story to tell. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
But I'm interested to hear more about y'all's story a little later down the road.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I'm anxious to see where you guys are headed. I'm sorry for being unfamiliar, and it sucks that it's almost good though that I'm only familiar with these two now, and that's just from a personality standpoint and the few records I've been shared and the one y'all did with Chad. But I'm kind of anxious to whoever else is rocking y'all's brand. Like, I'm anxious to see what they're capable of.
We got all kinds of different styles and sounds, man, in the family, dude. Like, you know, not one of us got the same sound. We all got our own unique way and shit.
Well, that's good.
We can all relate to a lot of levels and shit. You know what I mean? We collab on group projects. A lot of those tend to end up being like party tracks and like turn up tracks that we can perform and shit.
Dope.
But like, my favorite thing is that down to earth, like, you know,
family shit, right?
Yeah, just telling your story, man. Like, what the hell, you know, putting your real heart, your pain, your passion, your blood, sweat, tears into it for real.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the songs are about. There's some, literally, like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, there's a song that I recorded a verse to that had me in tears, man. Before I could finish it, I had to like gain my composure and get back to it. And it's one of the best cuts I've got. It's just unreleased. It's a track called Pain that we have sitting on our computer. Yeah, and that's the music that I do this shit for, man. Because it's like, maybe if it could help somebody one day the way that music has helped me, and during rough days and shit. That's what I'm really in it for, man. I'm trying to, you know, if your message can help somebody, why not? You know what I mean?
Before we get out of here, let me ask y'all: 740, is it just the group, or y'all label? Like, how's this moving? Help me understand that.
Shit,
we're basically a record. We're basically a small label
without the official like get it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because if the unity is there, you know what I mean. Like, you and y'all sold it to me. Like, I'm listening. Like, I hear the unity part of it, and it's like what he just said. But that's y'all's next move.
We have a whole studio set up. Just so happens to be in my home, just like you got this here. I assume this is your home.
Yes.
So that's where I don't know. As far as like trying to turn it into a real business, I don't know about renting out my spot to just random folks, because we've had inquiries about studio time, because we can charge folks for studio time because we do have a nice setup back home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not ultimate. I mean,
so it could be a label
that could lead down the road. Maybe you guys get an office or something. But I think just from the 41-year-old guy who's been exactly where you guys are. That's important. Establish your LLC, establish your brand, just like you're doing, but put it out there as a business, and then build as far as eliminating overhead. Get as much in-house as you can.
Oh, we got pretty much everything.
Which y'all do,
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Really nice PA system.
There you go.
Very nice studio.
Yeah,
you got videographer.
Yeah, we got videographer.
Shout out Mind Capsule Media, man.
I do graphic engineering work, so
yeah, I think establishing ownership and just like you said, no more stagnant shit.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Get
myself in the
establish your brand and just get serious about it. And think
This
about
is the year
think of
right
the
here.
longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys can look across the room one day and see a banner that says established 2018, 19, whatever it was when you guys started this 740s thing.
Yeah.
And it be 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And that
we've talked about it all, everything under the sun too, as far as like avenues we could go. We've even spoke about our own podcast, but like
manifest that shit.
That's just upon conversations that we've had, just trying to like be inspirational to one another and shit.
Yeah,
we got to feed off each other. And it's like, I've had the days where Twizzy's had to call me, kick me in the ass, be like, bro, I'm fucking coming over. We're doing this. We're recording. We got to get something done.
Let's work.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's had to kick me in the ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for shit like that. We do that for each other. You know what I'm saying?
And you both have made comments like that through this sit down, and that's that's literally like the most admirable shit. That's what I loved about this conversation. And we try to do these like this kind of blind from one of our perspectives, because usually one of us has a general idea already about personality, talent, all of these things. But for you guys to pull up at my home and for me to sit and just sort of pull the lid off the jar and just see what's really going on, I think it's interesting to hear where 28 and 25-year-old that are literally on the brink of establishing something to the capacity of like I said, it's the blueprint of showing proof. It literally is.
And this shit too. This Holy Center shit.
Yeah,
that shit's right down the road from home.
Yeah.
It's just show and prove. ChadArmesTV, like you guys making comments about being old heads and shit like that. Like you guys are still out here fucking going strong, man.
Yeah,
and it's something like
that's where
working
harder than half of these young heads out here.
We're working with our established brands, guys. And that's what I'm saying. Make 740's finest an established brand and start building that shit, man. Because
that's what we plan on
with the mindset you guys have and just the smarts that you two possess, and hopefully the rest of the crew, and all the attributes you guys are bringing to the table as a group, collectively. That's something to definitely be in front of, and it will literally open your mind to the whole business aspect of this thing.
Yeah.
And then sky's really the limit after that.
We appreciate y'all pulling up, bro.
I do. Definitely.
We appreciate the hell y'all, man.
Fantastic. And y'all be sure to tap into their
Tennessee, man. It was great out here.
Y'all tap into their socials.
Please do.
On there too.
740's finest on all platforms. Follow our TikTok. We're trying to get our TikTok booming. We can't really, we're small now.
Everybody forget. I made one. I just forget about it.
Our Instagram.
Chad's all over it, dude. Chad killed it, dude.
Facebook,
keep up on it. So
shout out Mel for helping.
Subscribe to our YouTube. If nothing at all, subscribe to our YouTube. Check out the music, man. Sell Clothes is coming on the way with Chad Arms, and in the future there will probably be another collab.
Yeah, we're gonna do another one for sure. Yeah, so y'all just stay tuned for that, man. Y'all hitting switches, dog.
Yeah, we got some more collabs coming.
Hitting switches.
We got some more collabs coming.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Hitting switches.
Well, like I said, guys, I'm excited for you guys. It's gonna be. I'm glad that Chad gave me the introduction. I'm glad you guys got the opportunity to pull up and introduce yourselves properly. And now I get to just watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you for having us in your home as well.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys.
Hey, don't expose where we are, bro. Don't expose the behind the scenes stuff.
Cut that shit out of there.
I will
say that.
It'll go beep, and y'all know what he said. But
our episode is now deleted because of my mouth.
No, dog, absolutely not.
I'm playing.
We tell.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, bro. We tell all of our guests though, man. Once you earn that chair, you. Next time y'all are in town, hit us up.
Yeah, for sure.
We'd love to check with the progress and just see where you guys take it. All right. 740's finest. Y'all tap the fuck in. All the links below, just like you said.
Yes, sir.
In the meantime, in between time, it's Squint615, ChadArmesTV, 740's finest. Chatty, get us out of here.
Bow.
Have a good night.
Switches, bitches.
Bitch, we got views.